So it's been really weird lately. First off, ever since this, I don't even know, this, daylight savings time change, there's been something really off lately. Nice. Number one, I feel incredibly sleep deprived. Just very, very sleep deprived. And I also think that I look like hammered shit, which I most likely do. I probably look really bad. I feel like when you're sleep deprived, you don't really have the same focus. You're not very focused. Like you can't figure things out. Like the things that would be usually normal to figure out for you, you can't figure out anymore. Yesterday I was leaving the house and I've had a myriad of really strange bad days, and I couldn't I couldn't figure out why. Like what is going on here? And then I realized what it was. It was this thing called cognitive dissonance. It's like you think you're supposed to be this certain person, right? Or you like, and it's hard to tell whether it's a condition thing, whether you were raised to think that you were this person. So for instance, say I grew up my whole life as Joe Winterow, and I am Joe Winterow, and I've created all these things that Joe Winterow does, all these things that Joe Winterow likes, all these things that Joe Winterow doesn't like, and that's Joe Winterow. Alright? But I think the way to achieve complete peace is to dissolve that person, to no longer be Joe Winterow. To just be. Not be anything, essentially. Of course, do things to help others. Be a caring and kind person. But again, as we established in the past, the only way to be a kind and loving person is to be present. And one of the fundamental principles of that is to take care of yourself. Eat healthy, get proper sleep, stretch so your body feels good, so you don't feel like hammered crap. The only problem with me lately is I've been sleep deprived, so I feel like hammered crap. And I made out with somebody, which is very dangerous for me. Because whenever I make out with somebody, or whenever I introduce a female into the picture, I'm inviting someone in to tell me about myself. Who I am, where I'm falling short, if I'm a real man or not, if I'm, successful enough, if I'm a good provider, if I'm average enough for them, normal, average. And a lot of it doesn't have to do with just being present and being like a loving person. A lot of it comes with other things people desire. And when you introduce that, or shall I say when I introduce that into my life, it's not just me anymore. Because when it's just you and what you think about yourself all day. Normally when it's just me, and it's what I think about all day, I think I'm pretty hunky-dory. Like, I just make videos, and I draw, and I write. I'm a creator. And I'm connected to existence and creation in the present moment. I like to look at nature. And that's safe for me. That's safety. Not exposing myself to somebody else's criticisms about what I should be. Because when you have borderline personality disorder or bipolar, you can't provide or be average like average people want you to be average. And then you're going to feel terrible about yourself. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel shame. You're going to feel like you're not good enough. And I've been feeling all of those things in the last couple of days. And I feel fucking awful. I feel terrible about myself. It's just because I introduced a woman into my life, and then I became obsessed with making out even more. And it always happens. Always happens. I'm either a monk that doesn't want to make out with anything, or I'm somebody that just wants to make out with everything. I have a very addicting personality. I'm very OCD-esque. So when I want to attain something, I want to attach to something, I want to do as much of it as humanly possible. It's very black and white thinking. It's very splitting, where it's like all or nothing. It's like, this is what I'm doing now, and I'm all in. And there's like no balance. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be on dating websites for 7 hours a day, and I'm going to like try to attain as many women as possible, and I'm going to try to make out with as many women as possible, and I'm just like, this is the new thing, and I'm in. And that's what I've been doing. I haven't drawn at all. I haven't written at all. I haven't done any of these videos. I haven't done anything. I haven't been walking that much. I haven't really left the house that much. I haven't really been in nature much. I've given up my entire life. And that is where the cognitive dissonance comes in. Because it's like who I developed my character into being, which is a creator that's connected to nature, and a walker, and a fit person that likes to walk and be around people and talk to people and create and write for others and help others and make videos for others and draw for others. That person is gone, and it's replaced by this person that just wants to make out with people. And what happens is those people are like, oh, you don't have a car? Oh, you're not this? Oh, you're not that? And then I feel terrible about myself because I'm borderline personality disorder, and I can't keep up with the human race. I can't compete because I'm truly deranged. if I'm around the human race enough, I become paranoid of them. I think they're like plotting against me. Or I start to like want to kill them. Or I start to like become so fearful of them, I become like depressed and I like to stay inside, and then I don't. And then like I try to like keep up with them, and maybe I'll get a job, and then like I'll worry about like time and like how I'm gonna cook and how I'm gonna sleep, and then I can't sleep at all because I'm like worried about like waking up on time and cooking, and if I have enough time to cook and get things done, and then all of a sudden the crash happens. So I think I'm just better off by myself. Because I obviously can't provide for anybody. Can't give anybody what they want. The book I wrote, that ebook, I was like, well, maybe that ebook will, create like some portal or channel for me where like regardless of who I am, like people will want me or something, or it won't matter about my isms. The book will make me famous, or it'll get published by a publisher or something like that, and I'll never have to worry about like working a 9 to 5, and I'll be like one of those weird writer people. But then I didn't want to be that person, so I decided to put the book on sale for like $1 and just keep it at $1. Because I don't like money. I don't want to make money. I just kind of just want somebody in my life. And I just want to keep creating. I don't really want to exist. I don't think I could do all three, though. I don't understand how people are so frantic. They have to keep moving. Why do people always have to move? I was around a woman last night, and she was giving advice to people. And me being like the psychologist, spiritualist that I am, the advice she was giving to people was incorrect. When you've studied enough psychology as I have, when somebody gives wrong advice or cliche advice, it kind of upsets you the next day when you think about what they said. They weren't giving advice to me, they were giving advice to someone close to me. Because we met them out in public. And I was washing a Tupperware bowl today, and I was thinking about what this woman said, and I couldn't shake it. It really bothers me when people think they should give advice to other people, especially when it's incorrect. It's like before you give advice, yes, it's okay to have life experiences and give advice, but also study. Study the behavioralists, study Viktor Frankl, study some Nietzsche's writing, study psychology in general and spirituality in general before you give advice to anybody. Because you could really mess people up. God, man. The times I feel the best or the most whole are the times when it's just me. When I'm the only one that's in control of my emotions. When I'm the only one that's telling me who I am every day. But at the same extent, it would be nice to have somebody in my life just to spend time with every day that I enjoyed the company of. Unfortunately, when you're borderline personality disorder or bipolar, I don't know how to do both. I've always struggled to do both. I've always struggled to do both of those things. In the first chapter of my ebook, I talk about that. I talk about like how I started putting like my ebook on blogs for free too, like so just random people could read it. I put it on Blogger about a week ago, and like 50 people have read it, or it's gotten like 50 reads already. And I only put like the first 3 chapters on Blogger. So if you want to read a couple of chapters, you can go on blogger.com. There's just so many things going on. It's always a struggle. I always think I have it figured out, and then all of a sudden I don't have it figured out at all. I'm always so tired. Not all the time. Sometimes I have my good weeks. But I'm so sleep deprived. And it's always been that destroyer in my life. And it always leads to paranoia and me being fearful of people. And me being obsessed about what people think about me. Who I am. And if I'm scary looking or what my eyes look like. Like I have to go to this major public event today with like hundreds of people there. And I feel like my eyes are scary and tired. And my eyes are off. And I don't even want to be there because I have a feeling that people are just going to be looking at me like there's something wrong with me. Just want to stay inside and just dissolve and create, not exist. Watch The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. God, I'm obsessed with that show. I love that show so much. Everything about it. Alright. Have a good day. That was a long one.